Hey friends! Today I wanted to show you how to make this gorgeous squishy blanket with the Crayola Off the Hook yarn from Lion Brand. It's this loopy yarn, and even if you've never knit a day in your life, you can knit with this. And we will just use our fingers. My daughter even helped me out, my 7-year-old daughter, and she picked the colors for this blanket. It's one of each color that Lion Brand has: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, so all the colors of the rainbow. But today I will just show you how to do the stitches so you can make this or any combination of colors that you'd like for a blanket. It's super soft, super squishy. My daughter's in love with her new blanket. So let's get started. Okay, so for a nice size blanket, you will need about 7 skeins. That'll make a blanket that's about 37 inches by 35 inches. And the first thing we are going to do is count out our loops. And for this blanket, you want to count about 53, or you can measure about 37 inches. Here, I'm just going to do a small example for the sake of time. But if you were to start this blanket, you would count that amount of stitches. Here I'm just doing a small amount. And once you've got your 53, I'm calling them stitches, but they're actually loops, go ahead and mark it with something like a paper clip. And that will just help you that you know for each row how many stitches, because you might miss a stitch or something like that. So you know if you're getting wider or making it smaller, you might be decreasing or increasing the stitches. So you'll know by marking how many stitches you counted to keep that amount of stitches in each row. So let's get started. All you're going to do is lay them out as I've done here, and then we will fold this around and begin pulling through our loops. Okay, so I simply grab a loop, pull through. Okay. Grab a loop, pull through. And I'm going to continue this across the row. So you'll work this all the way across the row. Be careful not to miss any loops. I did do that a couple of times. And I find that the first row, it's still so easy. The first row is the most difficult row, but then after that it just gets easier and quicker and faster, which is nice. Okay, so I've finished my first row. And now let me show you how to turn and continue. So we just do the very same thing. Find our first loop, there it is. And we will grab that and pull it through. And we just work back and forth, just like this for each row. Okay. So I will do a few more rows and then I'll show you how to color change. Okay, so now let's say it's time to change colors. With the rainbow blanket, you'll use the entire skein of red to start. What we did was we knit up an entire skein of red and then change to orange, use that entire skein, and go through all 7 skeins just like that. So in the colors of the rainbow, the next color is orange, and I have gone ahead and cut my yarn right here, leaving about 3 loops on the end. So whether you're changing skeins or colors, this would be the same. So you are going to lay the other color on top and simply work through the loop just as you did before. And with that other color on top, you can't see the red here unless you're looking at the back. This will just keep it secure by working these 3 loops like so. And then you will just continue across the row as you did in all the other rows. Okay, so it's super easy. I'll do a few more rows of the orange and then talk about how we finish it off. Once your blanket is as large as you'd like, or you've used all 7 skeins, you will finish it off by pulling the second loop through the first loop and continuing this across the row. And we're working toward our yarn on this side. So we just work this all the way across. It's very simple and pretty quick. Almost there. So once we get to that very last loop, what you're going to do is cut the yarn. Okay, and then cut the little loops off. Cut each one. Last one. Then pull through that last loop. Okay, and that's tied off, and then you'll just weave in this end just as you would with any other project. So that's all there is to it. It's super easy, kid friendly. My daughter loved working on it and she loves using it, so I hope that you will as well. Have a great day.